Hey, what's up, guys? Today is September 24th, 2024. So I had a birthday recently, so I haven't been on here a lot, not the last day or two or within the last maybe kind of half week. This week, I probably won't be doing as many videos either, but I was certainly, I'm always coding, always coding, always doing a little something in the background. I came up into a little bit of a speed bump here recently, and thanks to the help of some of the folks at the in the forums and main man Steve, kind of got me out of the gotta. I was deep in it, so I was working with Stream Writer, so writing, coming up with that print log. So I may have done the video about coming up with a print log and what it prints out and that kind of thing, and that was fine when it prints it out. But then I wanted to add to it. I wanted to make it stream write, and so everything was fine with the print log. But then when I moved over to the to the stream write, there was an issue with my understanding about the stream writer object. And so apparently with the stream writer object, you can close it, but closing it doesn't get rid of the instance. So to get rid of the instance, you just need to set it to null. Boom. Stream write equals null or whatever, right? Three words, two words in the operator. And 6 hours, 6 hours, fix. But anyway, so today what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to pull up here. I was just looking at the chart for today, and I just said, all right, well, there's some things that I see. I don't know that they are, well, and I'm not even finding the best entry, right? So my object for coding right now for programming isn't always to find the very best entry. It's just to find a consistent entry. And so in order to do that, in order to code what you see, in order to code what you want to code, you have to be able to code what you want to code. So so this is just a practice, if you will. So let me see if I can pull up the image. The image of what I put together. All right, so this is essentially what I put together, what I'm planning to try to code here. Okay, so essentially we have this one, which is a high above the swing high, and then that high is immediately rejected. I mean, you see that next candle completely engulfs that open of this candle, the low of that candle, and then from there we get that nice push up with the new high. That high is the retracement is down. A lot of people look at fibs and that kind of thing, but either way, the distance is this retraces down into this leg here. Around at 50%, maybe 30%. I don't know exactly what number it is, but at any rate, I'm not terribly interested in that. But we do need to use that as some type of qualification where we have this next swing low here, and then we have a second swing low test in this same general area. Again, that area kind of has to be defined somehow. I think some people would call this a fair value gap of some sort, right? And then from there we get the second test, and then this third one comes down, and we have a complete, at whatever point here, we have this complete rejection of this candle that broke this low of number 5, and then so you take that and you exit just at the break of that prior swing high. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time to program all that right now. I know I can do it. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to program it all right now, but because we're about to go to the store or something, and but I'm gonna get started on it. All right, so I got music in my ear, and if you need anything, reach out. Shoot me a message, comment, something like that. For those of you who are tuning in late, if this becomes a very profitable strategy, and I did this last time, then I will take this code down and I will use it for myself. Okay? It will at that point not be, for the whole internets. Okay? So if you are tuning into part of this, I suggest that you pull up a chair, pull up some popcorn, sit tight, because if it's good, you're going to want to be here when it's finalized. If you're not, I'm telling you, I'm going to take this down. All right, so a lot of this, a lot of what I do anyway is kind of help you work through the thought process, also using the object-oriented easy language. So let me see. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Just make sure I have everything together. Okay. All right, I think I'm good to go. All right. Ooh, starting all over. Starting all over is something else, man. I think that's why, it speaks to a lot of programmers, that kind of thing. And, nobody wants to really dig in and start new strategies all over, because starting strategies over is, it's tough. All right, so this is today. All right, so we want to identify the swing high here first. Is this the area that we're looking for? Yeah, I think. Okay, so we're looking for this to be our target entry, essentially. All right, so we just put a line there, arrow there, and then that to be our target exit. We're using this as our okay, so that's the high. This was the swing low after that broke. Okay. All right, so we're going to need to at least be able to store or identify the swing low prior to the current, the swing high prior to the current swing high. And this might be a swing high here too. So let's first identify. All right, so we'll say value 1 equals swing high. We'll say a 4 bars. If value 1 is greater than 0, then plot 4 ago the high of 4 bars ago. All right, where's that? ES Longo 92424. Just trying to pull it up on the chart right now. ES long. Scaling, same as underlying. All right, so there we go. There's our swing highs. Okay, so we have a swing high here, and this one did not get called out now with a swing high of 4 bars on either side. So we do have this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if this swing high crosses over the last swing high recorded, so we need to have a variable. Just going to put last high at 0. And so last high is going to last high is going to be all right, so if value 1 is greater than 0, then we're going to do a couple things. So we're going to begin. We're going to plot that, and we're also going to save value last high will be value 1. Okay, and so now also if we happen to get in here, and before we get a new value of last high, if value 1 is greater than last high, then plot 2. Let's just do it as high, so it'll be offset. Okay, you see that offset right there? So this yellow here says that this high is greater than this high. And this yellow here says that this high is greater than this high. And this yellow here says that this high is greater than this high. So we're just doing one from one high to the next. All right, so next thing on the list, now that we have identified that we have a swing high higher than the high before it, we need to now turn on the flag and say, all right, we'll start paying attention to see if you have a long bull run. Not only that, but this next bar here, that next bar following that swing high, the bar that helped define this swing high right here, this long bar here, needs to be like significant, right? So we want it to be a hard drop. We need to be significant. Long body, long wick, something. So if we do have this last high greater, we have this new high being greater than the last high, not only do we want to plot, but we also need to look back and see if this bar is longer than this bar. So how many bars are we looking back, right? So this swing high is being defined by a 4-bar distance. So I think this is the first bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar. So we're going back 1, 2, 3 bars. 1, 2, if that third bar is bigger than the fourth bar. Okay, so so again, if this condition here is met, we need to do a couple things. We can plot that, but we also need to look to see if the range of this candle here is longer than the range of this candle. We'll just start there. So if the range of the candle 3 bars ago is greater than the range of candle 4 bars ago, then let's plot something on the low side. So plot 3 on the low. So we should have this, at least for this one, this should show up on, we should have a plot on the low side down here, right? This one right here, this third candle isn't longer than this fourth candle, so this one wouldn't show up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so plot low. All right, what do I do? End. All right, style should be across that. Don't connect. Okay, yeah, so you see we got this dot here now. And this one did not show up, so this one isn't doing what this one did, right? So this one had a nice drop from that swing high. This one did not have a nice drop from that swing high. All right, so the next thing is, okay, and so in order, right? We went with the black one. Okay, so the black was swing high. The yellow was the higher high. The red is the longer. Red is longer. Drop. Let's see. Range of rejection longer than peak swing high. Something like that. All right, this just kind of gets us in the right mindset when you're looking at all of these plots. Okay, all right, so now we have this nice bullish move here. That bullish move goes up a considerable distance. I mean, I don't know how we're going to qualify that. Maybe something based on average to range, right? So, oh, and this is where it gets interesting here. I hate to use the word complicated, but this is where it gets interesting. Because we're going to use average to range here, this red line, to determine how far this went, right? So the distance that this went, we're going to draw from here, the swing low up to that swing high is how long? You see it says bar count percent change. Net change is 11.94, so that's roughly 12. 12 compared to, we'll go to the compared to the start of this line. Starts here, ends here. The start here, the range 7 is roughly 2. So we could say that this move here is 5 times the average range of 5 bars. The average range of 7 bars. Average range 7 bars. Okay, so we'll take the average range of 7 bars back at the beginning, or at the swing low, and the movement was more than 5 times that value. All right, so we need to find this swing low. So I think once we get here, we need to find, once we get here, we need to look back and find the most recent swing low. Yeah. Okay, I told you I said we about to go somewhere, so I've barely broken the surface. 17 minutes in. All right. All right, so if we do get this red, then we want to look back for the last. So we're going to come back in here, because we're going to keep going from here. Okay, so now we're going to look for that last swing high. We're going to look for the last, swing low, the number of bars it goes. So we're going to say value 2 is equal to swing low bar, instance price strength, instance price strength length. And we need to start looking for this. Once we have this, we need to start looking for this. So we don't necessarily need to look for it in this first occurrence. So we're just going to say look for low. Okay, equals true. So we need a variable there. That's a Boolean. So we are going to look for low at that point. And this is what the low looks like. Bring that out here. If look for low, then if look for low, once look for low is turned on, now on every bar, we're going to be looking for this right here for a value 2 to be equal swing low bar of 4 bars over a length of 5 bars. And then if value 2 is greater than 0, then what? Then we're gonna if we do find the swing low, at this swing low bars ago, we're going to take the range 7, the average 2 range, and we're going to go ahead and calculate how high this should be. Okay, so range of low is equal to value 2. No, it's going to be the range 7 of value 2 bars ago. All right, and then that'll hold that value, and then okay. Okay, and now we need to also hold the low here, hold this low value so that we can see that the price moves from here up to here. Okay, so the swing low value. So, or we could just say the low. I'm about to put everything into one computation here because what we need to actually find out is this distance here. So instead of range of low, we're going to put target bullish move. Okay, so the target bullish move is going to be equal to the range of 7 at that many bars ago times 5. That's going to give us this range right here. That's going to give us the range. And then in order to get this price value level, we need to add that to the low here. So that, and because of order of operations, well, order of operations, we're fine here, but we'll just put parentheses anyway. And then we'll put the low of how many bars ago? Value 2 bars ago. All right. And then also we're going to look for, once we have that value, once we did find that swing low within those last 5 bars, we're going to turn this look for low off so that way this doesn't keep getting updated. Otherwise, it's going to change every bar. Look for low equals false. Okay, so now we have our target range that we're looking for. So if we were, so at that point, let's just for kicks and giggles to see that we do have something here, let's plot. So at this, probably on this bar here, we'll have identified this swing low and we'll have calculated that range. So we should have a plot come up like right here. This should be the target. So that'll be like plot 4. It's going to be target bullish move. Let's see if we got it. I don't know. Okay. I mean, we got something. I think that's it. All right, you see that area right here? Tap on that, hit style. It's gonna be a cross, make it there, don't connect. Okay. Okay, so this is our target here, right? So, and we hit our target. Here, it didn't hit the target. Here, it did hit the target. But again, this isn't what we're looking for anyway. But this is what we're looking for. So now, if we cross the target, if we cross this target, then we want to we can't set it to null. I don't think we can. No, I don't, because it's not an object. Let's try it. If we cross the target, then we want to plot. Then we'll plot this, and then we will set the target equal to null. Okay, so we'll come back down here. We'll say if high crosses target bullish move, then I'm going to do a couple things. So one, we're going to we'll plot that bullish move, and then also, I don't know if I can. I don't think you can set a numeric double to null, but let's see. Doesn't not like it. Crosses over. Nope, doesn't like it. And I don't think 0 works. I don't think 0 works. But we put it to 0 anyway. All right, so here we did cross over it, so that's good. All right, let's see if that I'm just curious if that fires anywhere else. I mean, it fires here, and we had to pull back here. It fired. It does seem like once it crosses over that area, though, at least on today, every day is going to be different. But when it crosses that area here, not as much. 9 o'clock, crossed it here. It touched it here. I mean, it just touched it here, and the whole thing dropped. So I don't know. That kind of in here it touched it or it crossed through it, but it kept going up. Here it crossed through it, pull it back. Yeah. So again, that's not the end of the script, but I'm just always interested to see how the chart reacts when it gets to those places. Because again, this is not the end of the move. This is just a place where it starts to look for support again. And now we're going back and we're looking for support again, right? So now after we have this, now we're looking to code this retest, and then this final rejection, as seen by here, right? So we got this move, this rejection. We had this nice move up, cross through here of a certain length, and then now we're looking for this retest times 2, and then if we get that rejection, game time. I'll change this to 6. Okay, so it crossed it here, so 6. It's just more, and that might be something that needs to be put as an input. So length of, and because if we do end up turning this into a strategy, then that can be optimized. Length of bullish move. We said 6. So that'll be 6. Verify that. Okay, good to go. All right, so now when you come over here to your edit studies and you open it up, you see you got an input value of 6, so that when you come over here to your strategies and you're doing a optimization, it'll allow you to optimize. And honestly, guys, I'm about to go, so I will finish coding this up, and I will probably just post it in the Discord of how it turns out. And sorry for anybody who did end up chiming in and wanted to see the rest of this code. If you do want to see the rest of the code, message me on Discord or put a message here on YouTube would be fine. And if enough people are interested in seeing me code the rest of this, then I'll hop back on the live and code it on the live. But otherwise, I'll just do it on my own time. All right. My wife is into junk journaling, so I see my wife and my daughter doing it, and I'm like, you know what? I like that. I want to do that too. So they're taking me to the store so I can get some supplies so I can junk journal. All right, guys, it's going to take us a while to conquer the markets. So in the meantime, keep your life well balanced. Enjoy time with the family. Don't sit here for hours and hours like me. All right, but I'm about to get off here now. So I appreciate anybody that hopped on for chiming on, for hopping on, and just chime in. Just like, subscribe, join the Discord. You know, trying to get the community of folks that are truly interested in the science of the markets to hop on the Discord so we can talk about this stuff. But because I do believe that it's a science to it. You know, just like with any science, any subject. I mean, you can guess your way through it, but if you take the time to learn what's going on, if you take the time to track and to manage, you know, I just, my feeling is that it'll lead to a stronger result. But anyway, to each its own. I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.